interviews.
Yeah, it's true.
I beat him to it this time. So, for those that don't know Bangulo, well, you're going to get to know his music very quickly soon. Guitar extraordinaire and composer elite that is Bangulo, and he's going to take us on a hell of a journey. He's got a few tracks and then an improv session lined up, and then we're going to question him. So before you start, do you have anything you wish to say?
Not really.
Wicked. In which case,
hopefully I don't mess up. We'll see.
I'm really looking forward to this, mate. So here we go. This is Bangulo live on XRP Radio. Take it away, mate.
Thank you. All right, guys. I hope you guys are gonna have fun. This track is collaboration with A-Gun. He's an electro freestyle artist, a break dancer, producer. A lot of the tracks that he produces are for breakdancing. I came across his music a couple of years back watching some breakdancing videos, and I was like, this music's awesome. And eventually I covered his, did a small snippet of me playing guitar over his song. He liked it, so he sent me a backing track of the song. And then I recorded it and we released it, and this is our collaboration. So, yeah. Hope you guys like it. Just give me a second. I gotta switch audio real quick. All right. All right, that was my collab with A-Gun, and that's track is called Electronic. Definitely check it out. It's on all streaming platforms. Sorry, it takes me a second to switch to the microphone there, so if there's a little delay, that's why. Okay, this next track, I know Tiz was talking about Retro Reverb Records. This track is actually a collaboration with a Retro Reverb artist that goes by the name... I'm drawing a blank. Oh my god. Subtheory. The Subtheory. There we go. Yeah, if you guys don't know the Subtheory, definitely check him out. He's an awesome dude. He produces all kinds of different styles of music. Lots of synthwave music. This guy, our collaboration started with this track was that he had an album. It's called A Lot Can Happen in a Year, and I improvised over one of his tracks, and he liked it. So when he was releasing his next album, he messaged me and asked if I want to collaborate. So what I did is I recorded, just basically recorded guitar over the entire track, which he only wanted like guitar on certain areas of the song, but I just, sent him like just complete guitar over the entire thing. And so his version has like snippets of my guitar. And then like a year later, I'm like, hey, what if I release, I told him, I go, would it be cool if we like released the one where I just, play the parts with my guitar over the entire thing? So he said, sure. And this is the collaboration of us, of his song. The song's called 2 Years. So he has it released under his name with his interpretation, and then under my name, it's all Bangulo 2 Years guitar remix, and this is the one that has all the guitar in it. So you guys can check them out. Either one you guys like. They're both pretty cool. They both do really well actually on both of each of our names. So it's a fun song. All right, hope you guys enjoy it.
I don't put off to tomorrow doing what I must do right now to find out what my secret self needs, wants, desires with all its heart.
I'm just going to jump in here just because I got excited.
Yeah?
Can you hear me? Yeah,
Yeah.
I had no idea that you'd done a collab with Sub Theory.
Yeah.
I love pretty much everything that's come out of Retro Reverb Records. And
Oh,
I'm
really?
so-
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So it just really surprised. Just name drop there. Oh, it's funny that Tiz mentioned Retro Reverb Records. No, wait, just especially when the artists that are on before you came off Retro Reverb Records. It's just the weirdest coincidence.
Yeah, I want to do another one. Like, I want to do that song that I initially did the cover, or like a little interpretation of. That one that started this collab, because I felt like the section that I did came out really good. I like it if I were to, put more work into it, we could have something nice coming out.
Yeah, definitely. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No,
I know I
you're
said
good,
I was going to leave you alone, but I just had to point that out and be like, "Oh, I'm excited now." But yeah, hopefully, if all these people start working together like we all say we are, then we can make that happen. Because I think that will be excellent to get you on another feature there, or get your own interpretation on a feature.
Yeah, well, I'll show him this, see, then he'll see. He'll be like, "Oh yeah, there's people that want it." See.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
I'll show him this clip of you saying that.
We want it. XRP wants it. And actually, if anything, you can do me a favour. We're playing all Retro Reverb artists over here. Scratch my back with a nice bit of Bangulo feature, and I'll scratch yours with playing the feature over and over and over again. Anyway, back to you. Sorry, Bangulo.
Right,
I just had to interrupt.
No problem, then. All right, guys. So this next track, this is a really old track. This is a track that I wrote in 2008. Back in like Adobe Audition 1.5 on a single core Windows XP computer. And it's actually one of my best, probably my best playing, selling track. And I actually didn't release it till 2019. 2019, yeah. So it sat on my hard drive for years and years and years. And my old metal band, we would play it live, and a lot of people liked it, like friends and family. And I just never released it. I don't know why. I guess because I wasn't like, I don't know. Actually, we were going to release it under my metal band, but because it was like a super mellow track, we kind of never did it. We were going to put it like as the last track. But yeah, this track is called "We Will See." So I hope you guys enjoy it. All right, that was We Will See. Sorry, I forgot to mention the little solo breakdown there. That's Chris Bedward. Yeah, he did the guest solo on that part. That's why I was like, wait a minute, these people are going to wondering why the guitar is still playing and I'm not touching it. Yeah, also that that ending there, the little synth part at the end, I did that on a old freaking Miracle piano. It's like for the NES. It's like a keyboard for the NES. And because back then I didn't have any MIDI keyboards, nothing, but that thing actually had MIDI on it. So I unplugged the speakers from it because it would always make sound. And then I used to use it to record. There was something else I wanted to mention about that song, but I don't remember at the moment. All right. Okay, so now we're going to do my latest track, Silhouettes in the Sky. This one, I don't really have a backing track for it yet because there's a lot of guitars in this song. There's like, I want to say there's probably like 7 guitars. So I haven't had time to really dissect it and break it down into pieces where the backing track would sound good, because I've muted like most of the guitars and just tried to like do all the guitars in one, and it sounds real hollow, I guess you would say. So I'm just going to be playing over the track. That way it just sounds better. Let me, hold on, I got to open up another amp here. I don't hear it. Uh-oh. Okay, I hear it. Oh, yeah. Also, what Tiz said, yeah, because the last time I actually played, extra guitar, I actually had to turn some down because they were, like, giving this weird frequency and, like, humming and stuff. Like Tiz said, yeah, the last time I actually learned and played these tracks was last year for the ZERPATHON. So that I haven't played live like in front of an audience in a long time. Like in an actual venue, it's been years. But I did play on, improvise on Twitch and stuff. I like to improvise a lot. That's kind of my thing because my memory is so bad. So trying to memorize these songs was a pain in the butt. All right, so this is Silhouettes in the Sky. This is the latest track. It just released on November 3rd. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. All right. Sorry, it took me a while to find the microphone. I have too many interfaces on here. Yeah, that's Silhouettes in the Sky. Thanks, Tiz. I'm glad you like it. Okay, so this is this next one is going to be an improvisation. This track is the track that I made for last year's ZERPATHON. I made it just for that last year's. So I'm gonna do it this year. I never released this track. I know Miss Happenings wanted me to actually release it, and I just never worked on it. I can never really come up with something that I'm like satisfied with. So this is definitely gonna be like all over the place. Just so you guys know. I appreciate that, guys. That's some nice names to be accompanied with. So yeah, let's get to it, and hope you guys enjoy this. Oh, actually, hold on, I gotta switch amps real quick. So all the amps everything's virtual. I've always used digital for forever. I've never used real amps, rarely, only playing live like on stage. Okay, I think we're good. All right. I think we should be good. Let me switch over here.
There was my thumbs up.
All right.
Bangulo, thank you so much for all of that for a start.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, dude.
Yeah, man. I'm just glad that I managed to rob you off Joe this time. to be honest with you. Every time
go ahead.
I was going to say, since he joined us with XRP Radio, I've seen him doing little interviews with you here and there. I'm like, God damn it! And it's always just about the time where I'm like, I don't think Joe's interviewed Bangulo for a while. I think I'll get in touch with it. Oh, right, no, that's fine.
Yeah, I think he did it for like 3 or 4 years in a row, maybe 5.
Yeah, I think they're all thereabouts. So it's my turn to question you, and unlike Joe, I have a completely different sequence of questions that delve into more an insight that other musicians may not have. As you are first and foremost a guitarist and instrumentalist, one of the biggest questions that I have for you is, how do you feel that there may be changes in the way that you market or put your work out there, considering it's not your typical song?
Oh, like marketing the type of music I do? Dude, it's really hard, honestly. That's why I try to do like the electronic stuff, like collaborating with other people to do electronic, like the Sub Theory and all that. Just to try to branch out from your stereotypical, like, just guitar instrumental or, like the blues stuff. But to be honest with you, like, the stuff that actually does really well for me is not like the electronic guitar mixture thing. It's mostly like We Will See and the Silhouette song. Like, those are actually really doing pretty good compared to like the other stuff.
Yeah, I had noticed this in our own audience, actually. People seem to really enjoy your more laid back work than when you go completely wild, which is not what you expect from a normal. I mean, when you think of the greats, and a few were mentioned in the chat box, Satriani, Violet, and whatever. Most of them are thought mostly about their insane noodling skills.
Yeah.
But your ability to use a guitar as a compositional tool and know when to not be a fretboard wanker is exquisite.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I like more melodies. That's why, like, I'm more about melodies. To me, it's more important about the melody than it is to, shred all crazy on the guitar.
What is nice as well is your use of, I mentioned it in the chat box, your use of rhythmical use of the guitar, not just by playing notes, but used a few whammy techniques there that added to the...
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. Like, for a lot of years, I didn't have a really good guitar with a good whammy. This is like, I got this guitar last year, so now I've just been going crazy with it. I'm like, yes, because before I just had the one with the hardtails, so I couldn't do all that stuff.
Okay. So all of that's, I mean, all of those additions to the songs that you've used, the kind of rhythmic whammy work, that's all new as of this week.
Yeah, that's just stuff I just threw in as I was playing.
That's awesome. I mean, you mentioned about playing live, and you haven't played live for a while. But so obviously I don't know you. Have you played live on stage as just you playing guitar?
No, I haven't actually.
Okay, just out of interest.
Yeah, that's actually kind of scary because it's just you. You mess up and that's it. Like, if you have a whole band, like, you could just fumble and the other people pick it up or whatever. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I'd like to.
Yeah, because you mentioned getting into the live streams, and I was thinking, there isn't, unfortunately, much cause for going out. There aren't many venues that are going to pick up on a solo guitarist, unfortunately. So I was wondering, is that kind of why you got into doing the kind of improvisational live streams?
I don't know why I got into. I just, what the thing is, like, I just enjoy playing guitar. So the thing for me was that I just would go on YouTube and just hit. Before, like, the algorithm changed, like, it would just, like, keep playing videos that were kind of similar, but now it just, like, plays videos that you've already watched or whatever. But before, I would just, like, hit play and just, like, oh, I'm going to jam out to this song, and then I didn't like it, I'll switch, and then I'll be like, I'm going to play to this song, and I just kind of loved doing that. I would just play to random musicians, you know, on YouTube. And then like if one came out, like it sounded pretty good, I'd be like, oh, okay, I'm going to send this to the artist and, you know, like me playing over it or whatever. It's kind of a good way to like network, you know?
That's really cool. I haven't used Twitch much myself. So we just, in fact, as of this weekend, it's the first time that XRP started streaming on it. What is life like as a Twitch musician? If you were to say, explain it or advise others to do what you were doing.
Well, back before the pandemic, it was a lot easier to get seen. It's kind of hard now, to be honest with you, because
everyone went to do streaming videos when the pandemic happened.
Yeah. Like, because I was just doing a gaming channel. Me and my fiance, we were just do gaming, and then like there'd be days where I just have drinks and I'd like have the chat. And I'd be like, oh, you guys just put songs in, whatever music you like, and I'll just improvise over it, and that's what I would do. Okay. Like I wasn't like doing it serious. I was just doing it like another thing to do with the viewers, because I was doing gaming and stuff, and that was a lot of fun. And back then it was like, you know, you would get a lot of people that would come in because there wasn't many people doing it. But now it's like, since pandemic, it's really saturated, so it's really hard to grab an audience, you know. So I don't know what the tip is, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to get that insight from a different, because I know a lot of our listeners are in bands or musicians themselves. But you know, obviously, and you've listened to XRP Radio, we get our good solid core amount of rock and metal kind of music in all the time. And I know there are people out there that I've spoken to that are like, well, I'm a lead guitarist in this band, but I kind of want to do something myself, but I don't. You're going to be the first kind of insight for a lot of people into the fact that can be done. I think the solo guitarist is becoming more and more of a lost art, and lost to the names like we mentioned, Vai and Satriani and Santana and etc.
Yeah,
which is a crying shame.
That's why That's why I was trying to do it with like electronic stuff, like to be different. You know what I mean? Like, so people will see guitar and they'll like it. Because, like, when I did that A-Gun song, like, his audience loved it. They're like, oh, more like this, please. Like, more like this. You know what I mean? Like, they wanted that. But it just, I don't know. When you put it out there, like, online into, like, iTunes and all that, it does okay, but it's not as good as the other stuff. You know what I mean? Like, the blues stuff just, you know. Yeah. That's why a lot of people play blues, because it's easy. Blues is pretty easy, you know. You could be, like, sloppy drunk, play blues, and it still sounds pretty good. You know? Yeah. So, I mean, it's fun to play, it's very easy to play, and it's, you know, it sounds good to most people. It gravitates to a lot of people, so it's kind of hard to do that, be like, okay, I'm not going to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What I mean, opening yourself up to these various genres, is there anything that you're like, this is next on my list? Like, I'm going to go and do some polka music next.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I'm open to do a lot of stuff. Like, I collaborated with, there's a rapper called Mousawana. I don't know if you heard of him. He went viral, like, on Jimmy Kimmel, because he was all high or whatever, you know.
Oh, yeah. I think Joe was mentioning this, yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, I added him on Instagram one day, and I just, you know, talked with him for a little bit, and I guess he saw, like, he followed me back, so he saw, like, all the videos I was posting, like, my guitar work. And I guess he had a couple of people flake on him, and then he's like, hey, you want to do this? So I put 2 guitar tracks. One of them came out. It's called Blunt Music. That came out like on the 11th, I think, November 11th.
Yeah, not long ago.
Yeah, so that's one, you know, genre. I mean, I'm down to collaborate with anyone on any genre, but I don't know about polka for me, though.
I just didn't know if you had something really obscure on your list, like, I'm going to do some flamenco music next.
That would be cool. I would have to get a proper nylon acoustic guitar, because the one I have doesn't stay in tune, so. But I would be down to do a flamenco track, hell yeah.
That's my challenge. That's my challenge. Between now and next ZERPATHON, I'm going to get you hooked up in a flamenco production.
You ever played, you play video games at all?
I do. I'm one of the really nerdy ones that only play like you know, Final Fantasy and Square RPGs and stuff.
You played the Zelda 64? Ocarina of
I
Time.
have, yeah.
You know that little flamenco song in there, the Guerrero Valley song?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I learned that song at one point, so I mean that something in that
love
style would be cool.
I love that. I was just about to say I could see you learning things like that. I bet you know the Mario theme tune as well, don't you?
Not anymore. I used to play that. Yeah.
I think that was one of the first things I decided to teach myself when I picked up a guitar, the Mario theme tune. It's got to be done. It's got to be done. So what's coming up in the future for Bangulo? What's next on the list?
Right now I don't have any guitar stuff coming out, and I also produce under Subtronica name. You know that, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, yeah.
I only learned that one recently as well.
Yeah, so the Subtronica stuff is like all electronic music, and that I just released a song on that name called Buddha's Hand. That came out on November 10th, and then I started writing soundtrack for video games as well.
Okay.
So I did a like an ambient horror soundtrack, like Silent Hill style, because that's what he wanted. So, and that came out pretty good. It's like 5 tracks. The game is not out yet, but it'll be out sometime next year.
How did you get that opportunity to make a soundtrack for a game?
I just go online and look for like people, like devs looking for musicians. It's hard because it's so saturated. But like, just go wherever. You just Google it on Twitter. Look for like music composer and just like go through the hashtags and see if you can find people. It's hard. It's really hard to get into, but I'm trying to build like a portfolio so I can start doing that kind of stuff.
So you just literally sit there and search until you find someone that wants something, and hopefully you give them what they want.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there much? It's something that I don't know about, and I don't know whether you'll have got to this stage yet. But is there sync licensing involved with games?
Most people they just want like freelance, work.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's just a one-off, like 50 quid. There you go. Or whatever.
Yeah, for per game or per song or whatever. Yeah. So that's how it worked out with the person that I did it with.
Okay.
Like he paid for the songs. I get to keep like the royalties for like the soundtrack, like on streaming and stuff like that. But it's like exclusive to his game.
Okay.
So yeah,
kind
of works out for both of us, that way.
And I can, to be fair, thinking about it now, I can see how your style of guitar composition would transfer quite nicely to making electronic game music, to be fair.
Yeah, there's one track, the title track that I did put guitar on it, and it's like very Silent Hill sounding,
Awesome. That's really, really quite... So you're happy just to get involved in music wherever it lands at your feet?
Yeah, that's the fun part, because I like the challenge too, And I listen to a lot of music. I don't listen to just rock or metal. I listen to all genres. That's like awesome. People say they listen to everything, like, and then you play them death metal and they don't like it, but I like death metal too, And I like classical, but I don't know about polka. I gotta get into that maybe.
I think that I'm one of those people that I think there's a piece of music in every genre that everybody likes. It's just finding it. Because, I mean, there is some, death metal, black metal that I find absolutely atrocious. But there's some bits that come through, and I'm like, actually, you know what? I always complain about people screaming and growling on tracks, but I actually quite like it on this one.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's just you got to find the track that it gravitates to you in all genres. I mean, Weird Al does polka. Do you like Weird Al? If you like Weird Al, then you probably like some polka then.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I think Weird Al was probably not the right example, because you could say Weird Al has probably tried every genre of music that has ever existed. Bangulo, unfortunately, we're slowly running out of time. But it's been an absolute pleasure to speak to you. As I've been doing with everyone that we've had on air so far, I've gave everyone 60 seconds to say whatever they want, be it hello mother, be it down with politicians, be it, as long as it's moderately appropriate, you can say whatever you wish now.
All right,
so take it away.
All right. Thank you guys for listening. You can check out all my music on all streaming platforms, Bangulo. And if you're into electronic music, ambient house, trance, dance, check out Subtronica. And if you need music for your YouTube channel or your video game or TV show or whatever you're doing, hit me up. You could. I just started building a website, www.bangulomusic.com, and you could also find all my tracks there. You could also buy all my tracks there as well. So the money goes directly to the artist.
Best way to be.
The best way to be, yeah.
Best way to be. Bangulo, I hate to kick you off, but as you know, I've had an excessively crazy day. But I'm so glad that I finally managed to steal you off, Joe, for a start. And I will get you back on in the not too distant future to have a less rushed and more relaxed and more awake, for me, little session with you.
It sounds good, man. I appreciate it a lot.
Excellent, brilliant. Again, great pleasure to speak to you finally, and I will speak. Oh, that was strange. On that note, I will see you. Well, next time I see you.
Sounds good. Take care, man.
Excellent. See you later, mate. Bye. That was Bangulo live on XRP Radio. We have another interview coming up with PMAD shortly, so we are striving through it. I am on my last 2 hours. Oh my days. Should we have some more music? We probably should, but let's close this first. Bye. Why didn't that work?